It's time to take M7 back. Take it back and put it into its rightful owner's deck. We have a Constellar Exceed deck, Omega and Prasepe. Let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
This is the current state of Constellars right now. There are other decks that are very similar to it, and this deck is not as good as those decks. Like a Satellar Knight deck, it's better than this. A Goki deck, it's better than this. But this is still fun, probably good enough to reach King of Games, because probably your back row is going to help carry you. So right now it looks like it's a 9-card deck. Yes, I don't want you to get distracted by the back row. Play whatever back row you want. Now, what's going to make this a potential top-tier deck in the future? That's going to be through this card. So look out for this in the future. We don't have this right now, but when we do get this, it will make the deck a top-tier potential deck. I'm not going to say top-tier because I don't know. Because they gave us all of Heretics, and that wasn't good enough to make the deck top-tier. So I don't even know anymore with Duel Links. They could give us all the cards of a deck type, and it could still just not be enough. But this is what would make the deck insane. Let's talk about what we do have, and I will show you my back row. We have Omega and the Prasepe. So let's talk about them. Boom. Omega says once per turn during either player's turn, you could detach a material, so it's a quick play effect. It requires 2 light monsters to make, which easily you could do in this deck. It will quick play detach, then you're protected from spell and traps. So anti-back row. You summon it, they floodgate, you detach, you negate floodgate. Now, we have Prasepe. If you're not afraid of the back row, then you're afraid of monsters. This gets big. 3,400 attack big. You detach a material when attacking into a monster or being attacked into, and you're boosted by plus 1,000. Now, when you make either of these, you could right away overlay on top of it. Just summon it on top in M7. M7 can be placed right on top of any Constellar Exceed. But you can't use the effect the turn it is summoned, so that's a big downside. So ideally, you summon this turn 1 with some back row, then on the follow-up turn, you can start activating its effect. And what's great about the M7 is if you're not done overlaying, you could overlay on top of your overlay for a Gaia. Gaia is a great overlay on top of the M7, and it will inflict piercing damage over any defensive position monster. So if you're going for that pierce lethal, you go for that. Now, what's also great in this deck is Overlay Gain. If you're not playing Balance or Endless Trap Hell, use whatever you want. Overlay Gain is going to boost up your attack by 200 per material. So if you make a Gaia, you have 1, 2, an Exceed, 3, another Exceed, 4 materials under your Gaia Dragon. So that's going to boost it by plus 800 attack and inflict piercing damage. So that is a fun play to make in this deck if you are going in for the big damage. Also a big Exceed you'll make in this deck is Star Leech if you have access to it. Otherwise, use any rank 4s you have. Also, you can make a Satellar Knight Deltaros. I never made this though. The Star Leech I did make. 2 level 4 lights, so not every deck can make this. So when you can make it, you want to make it. Detach your materials, target a monster, permanently reduce it to 0, and you get to permanently negate its effects. So if you want to just mess up a monster and not even destroy it, you could do that. Reduce it to 0, leave it alone, it's negated. It's like that forever. Otherwise, the Paladynamo, if destroyed, will draw a card. So you kind of float into another card. Now, how do we Exceed? We have 2 cards that will enable an Exceed. Pollux and the Algeti. These cards, with no other cards on the field or in the graveyard, they will activate to summon another monster. Pollux will allow an additional normal summon, and Algeti will special summon. So any combination of Pollux and Algeti plus another monster, that's an Exceed. What about Sombre? Sombre will do the same thing as Pollux and Algeti by allowing an additional summon, but you have to have monsters in your graveyard to use its effect. You banish a Constellar to add a Constellar, then you additionally summon that Constellar. So Sombre is the follow-up, and to start is the Algeti and the Pollux. Now, the back row I chose to use, you could use whatever you want. I was just having fun with whatever I wanted to use. Book of Moon's new, so I wanted to try out Book of Moon. I put some Lansons, Canadias are in, Exceed block. This card's fun. You don't need it, but if you have it, it is from Shining Hope. When your opponent activates a monster effect, detach a material to negate the activation. If you do, destroy that monster. If you don't have it, that is fine. Use anything you want, okay? If you ever see traps in back row and spells in any of my decks, I try to make them random. I don't want to have them be the same in every deck unless I'm posting an optimized version of a deck. But on the Duel Links Meta website, whenever you want, you can go onto the magnifying glass. You could sort by popularity. You could just type in trap. You could also type in spell. These are the most popular spells and traps being used in the game. Use whatever you want that would work in your deck, and that is fine. So if you have any of these, go ahead and do it. But do be careful with some cards like Ballista Squad, because this has synergy with some decks. It's better in others than others. And that's the deck. It's so simple. Just summon Pollux or Algetti, make an Exceed. You're protected from back row. You're boosted. You make an M7 with back row to then return cards on the field or graveyard back to the hand. So if you survive with M7 on the first turn, you could detach to add a Pollux in the graveyard back to your hand, or an Algetti or a Sombre, or you could return your opponent's monsters or their graveyard back to the hand. This is just the current state of Constellar at the moment. Don't invest big money onto this. Just have fun watching, or if you have the cards, have fun building it. Thank you, fools. What the heck? Exceed block with no Exceed. Nice. Perfect. Let's go. Oh. Pollux. Algetti. And we have an Exceed block. Let's go. Let's have a ton of materials. Let's material it up. M7. This will trigger D-Draw if he's playing D-Draw. Looks like he possibly is. Let's go. He has something in the hand. We could negate it. But we don't want to. Even if he were to activate it, he doesn't want to activate it. Heart of the cards. We have double monster negate and a Book of Moon. I love me the first Pokemon movie. Lugia's song. Lugia's song. Thank you for the original Night of Temptation. Appreciate you. Lunalite Fusion. He could summon something that doesn't activate, can't be targeted, completely countering all of our back row.
I fusion summon a monster.
Okay.
My monster's effect activates.
Bird. Targeting. He's gonna reduce us. Okay. 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 I'm at 0. Now I could book it, or I could do the better play.
My monster's effect activates.
The negates. Got him. Yes. Detach. Destroy. Out freaking played. Wow. Oh my Jesus, what a fool. What a fool. And just like that, detach with M7. Add the Pollux back to the hand. We Polluxin. We Polluxin. He has a monster effect in the hand, but we have another negate. This is it. Negate anything that he activates. Kiteroid.
Now,
Sphere Karibo.
monster's effect activates.
Negate. Fool. You can't chain Sphere Karibo to the Exceed block. Oh, and a Kiteroid.
Now's my
No, it's a Temperance. Okay,
monster's
we
effect
good.
activates.
We are good. Oh my Jesus. Let's, oh Jesus.
I expected you.
Temperance.
My
So, if you want to optimally negate, I will explain it to you. The better negate is the damage calculation negates. If you negate in the damage calculation, he cannot use another temperance. So if he has a sphere, temperance, negate the damage calculation. There was fear from me that he would not have the temperances, and then I wouldn't even be able to use the exceed block. And we got to keep it spicy. We got to be activating when we can. But that is the best time to negate. We were denied that amazing play. We were denied. We were denied. We would have Book of Mooned. There was nothing he could do. Gaia, Pierce, the Fool. Can we overlay gain again? We gaining? Twice per duel? Boost it. 28. It's gotta be lethal. Boom. Yeah, buddy.
Congratulations. You win.
That was so much fun. Can we duel again? I'll set a card.
This one? Are you what? Okay, we setting up. We setting up. We protected. Let's go.
My turn.
Focus. Focus. We're gonna win this with a sub-optimal hand. The OST Maestro, can you play Star Seraph DM? I'd like to. We could do that. We could do it. Thank you, the OST Maestro. You have lots of decks to play on Thursday. Simon says, Papega Jam, please. Thank you for the Papega Jam. Keck W in the chat. ILY, I love you. Thank you, Elusive. Love you too, my friend. What are you searching? What are you searching with your Gaga sister? Gaga Wind. Special summon a Gaga from your hand is a level 4? Well, that stops our Canadia Book of Moon play now, does it? All right. Gaga Bolt. Okay. What are you making? What are you baking? Gaga Wind. Special summon a Gaga as a level 4. Onomatopoeia. Reveal, return, add an onomatopoeia and a sister. Make the plays. Let's go. Make them. Make them. Make them. The coats. Let's go. If I rip into a monster next turn, it's done. It's over. Another coat? Special summon a coat from the hand? Boost it.
Stay focused, Yuma.
What? What? Canadia! Come on! Papega chat telling me to flip down sister and it's doing nothing. Okay, chat, tell me more. Flip down the sister on my final duel. That's what I'm talking about. Flip it. I feel like this is just a good card to summon. Plus 1,000, 3,400 attack. He's got no outs. Let's go. Let's go. We going. Bolts. He already uses bolts. The bolt is gone. Bolt is no more. The Gaga, I'm just gonna take out the sister. Take out the sister. You know what? We're not boosted. We are not boosted.
It's not over. Be careful, Yuma. I know. I draw.
Is this lethal with the overlay? But boost overlay, then lance their monster to 0? That's lethal, right? That's 4,000 damage? Gaga Bolt. Bolt me.
If we have a Zubaba or Gaga,
Gaga coat.
Summon this. Come on in. Zubaba Bancho, Gaga
Okay.
Come out. Go, 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 giant.
Gaga Giant.
Here I go. I build the overlay network.
Maystroke. You flip me? What? I flip you.
Take a look
Flip
at my
it.
set card. I activate a quick play spell.
I forgot about that one. That was a close one.
I end my
You might
turn.
win this.
Yuma, be
Draw.
careful.
Lance. Get the boost up, we win. That's it.
I have to
Boost it. 2,800. Let's go.
let's battle.
Attack.
Okay. I attack with my monster.
Reduce.
I activate a quick play spell.
Wrong one. Boost.
Activate my monster's effect.
Constellars are here. And they are top tier. In my hands.
Way to high five the sky, Tori.
Come on, Yuma. Try harder next time.
Nice. Nice.